Okay, hi friends. I am back with another stockpile organization video, and I really am running out of space to store things. I usually have my grill and my pressure cooker over here, and then I have these items right here up here, and I'm really running out of space. I did see a video where a lady had her canned goods and stuff stored in the garage, but with temperature changes, I don't really know if that's an ideal thing. So I'm going to do some research on it. But I posted a video on alternative cooking with water where I suggested that you use chicken broth and beef broth to cook, and I forgot to mention vegetable broth to save water from making milk or other necessities. Now, I believe that the chicken broth Kroger brand is 50 cents a can. I think I also grabbed a few cans of broth at Walmart, but I know at Walmart I did finally get some, what did I get at Walmart? I can't remember. Oh, I finally got tomato paste. And then I actually had some coupons, so that made that an even better situation for me. But now I got to figure out where to put all this stuff, because, you know, the pantries are pretty full. And I have to say that couponing makes every dollar worth more when you go to the grocery store. And as I said before, stockpiling isn't about hoarding or selfishness. It's about preparation. And if you've been a part of the winter storm, especially if you are in Texas, my home state that I love, then you know that the lines for the stores were hours deep, and the selections were sparse. And even after electricity has come back on, we are still in a shortage for food and different things like that. So in prepping in advance and stockpiling in advance, you are saving money while you shop. You're preparing for an emergency without having to pay full price, without having to stand in those long and tedious lines. And most prepper videos will tell you that standing in line during a disaster, going to the grocery store with tons of people who have not prepared for the possibility of disaster, can be disastrous for you. If you haven't seen a movie on Amazon Prime called Blackout, I recommend that you see it. Matter of fact, I'll put some other videos that I've watched at Amazon on here for you guys. Okay, but you don't want to be in ATMs and long grocery lines, and especially if you have children, you know, and having to leave them home for a long period of time or take them with you to the store at a time when things are going to be very stressful for people who are shopping out of desperation. So we prep and plan and prepare in advance as often as we can. And I can't stress it enough, $5 or $10 a week is a great start to your prepping and your stockpiling journey to get your family and your home ready for an emergency. As we can see, the storms are coming more frequently. They're spreading to different places, so we need to be ready. So the dilemma that I face today is, where is girlfriend gonna put all of these cans of broth? I think what I'm gonna do is take down my Farberware pressure cooker, and behind there I have a fryer back there, and you can see some boxes of Ziploc bags are back there. So I think I'm gonna take those down, and I'm just gonna create a little storage zone inside my utility closet where I have my 3-compartment crock pot and some other stuff in there. But I'm going to leave my cake dish up there because I had to replace it and it took forever to find one. So I'm going to leave that up there. And I think it's just going to become an up zone. Now, after that, I don't know if I'm going to need to start storing food under the bed or whatever. The other thing is that when our neighbors are desperate for food and we have abundance, we don't need to go to the store and take money or take items away from families who need it. At a time when we have a surplus and there's no shortage of food, water, necessities, that's when you are building your stockpile. And then when we're in a crisis, right, Your stockpile is already ready, and you don't have to take from people who are in desperate need of whatever they can find on the shelves. Not everybody is into prepping, stockpiling, and couponing. That's their right and that's their choice. But we can also be neighborly and love our neighbors enough to understand that, and not only that, they may not be able to afford it. And then they're in a crisis where they have to run out and get it. And I want to encourage you to encourage people you know, save that money by shopping when stuff is on sale. And I like to rotate what I buy. I've told y'all that before. So I'm going to, for the sake of time, and also I have a box of kitchen gadgets up there. So it's probably going to go in the storage too. But for the sake of time, I'm going to redo this kitchen without recording, and then just show you what it looks like at the end, simply because I don't have time to be fooling around with the camera and the angles and the setup and doing all that kind of stuff, because I've got quite a packed day after, you know, the storm. I still have things that I'm putting away, and so I'll be back shortly. Okay, so now that everything is down from up here, my Farberware pressure cooker and my Cool Daddy, I haven't even opened those boxes yet. You can kind of see how much space for storage I have here. And it looks like this is just going to be a canned good all. And inadvertently, I found a place to store some of my Pringles. You know, they don't never put the Pringles that I be wanting on sale at Kroger. When I have my coupons and stuff, it'd be the regular kind. And I be wanting them to put the jazzy kind, you know, on sale or something. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to start stacking up the broth that I have from a 2-day haul at Kroger, and you'll get to see what that's like. So I think I bought it over a couple of 2 days, waited for them to restock, and then went and got some more on the second day. So you'll get to see how I do that. Okay, friends, if you like me and you love stockpiling, you're going to appreciate this. Just look at the optics of stacking these cans. So neat, organized, and uniformly beautiful. The optics. Okay, you guys, so this is the optic on my Tostitos cheese stash. I do have the salsa verde by Tostitos. I don't buy the red Tostitos salsa. I don't like it, but I do buy the salsa verde. I do like this one. Also, I love to make chicken enchiladas, and I'm thinking about testing out the use of the salsa verde in that recipe to see how it comes out. And then I have the salsa verde by Herdez. I got these at Food Town for 27 cents a jar. You heard what I said. Let me say it again. 27 cents a jar. I don't know. They were on sale for 77 cents, and I had a coupon for 50 cents off one. So that's how I got 27 cents. And I bought a few of those. So those, you know, I use them in different recipes. I like to try them. So I'll make some chicken enchiladas, and I'll try the salsa verde in there, and I'll tell you guys how it turned out. Now, I don't have the really large cans, jars of Tostitos nacho cheese in there, because they were on sale for $3.99 I think one time, or something like that. So I got about 3 or 4 of the really big ones, but this is just my short stack so that I can stack up on top. But since it looks like I've opened up some space, because I don't know when I used all these cans of Tostitos, these are the 3 or 4 that I bought last night at Food Town. So I'm not sure what's really happening with the nacho cheese game. And then I have, you know, some jars of pickles in here. They're gonna last you for forever. But burgers, picnics, I haven't really been doing picnics. And I think all of these, I paid somewhere between 29 cents and 49 cents for this stockpile. And there's some more in another cabinet. And some more Erdez. Erdez is really good. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. They make a good product. And even though it's in a jar and all that kind of stuff like that, it does taste really, really good, and it tastes even better because I only paid 27 cents for it. I do have some stashes of paste salsa in my stockpile. Years ago, I stopped liking paste. I didn't really care for it. Plus, it tasted like a mountain of salt. But the ones I've, as of late that I've tried, they've been okay. It's just not a go-to snack for me. But sometimes in a recipe, it's a good thing. And then this Progresso breadcrumbs in different flavors. Ooh, I got for just like pennies at Kroger, and I just stocked up on a whole bunch of them because I mean they were super cheap. I can't really remember how cheap they were, but you know, you can put this in a lot of different stuff that you're making. You can use it for frying, you can use it to make your meatloaf a little more firm, any number of things. So you can use it, you can sprinkle it on top of mac and cheese. I mean, you can do a lot. I like to have stuff in my pantry that I can pull out and make a meal and not necessarily have to go to the store. Now, when my daughters were young, I cooked every day. I cooked from scratch all the time. But I'm older now, and that's not really a necessity. And sometimes I just might skip it or eat something really, really simple because, you know, cooking and cleaning is a lot of work, and I'm on the laid back side of my life, the laid back side. So that's that. And then also I had promised to show you all when I put the last stockpile up, I did go ahead and take down the stuff that was up here, my Farberware pressure cooker that I haven't opened yet, my Fry Daddy that I haven't opened, and some storage bags. And then I just stacked up some cans of chicken broth, beef broth, and vegetable broth. So, and remember what I said in the other video, these are great cooking alternatives. When the water is not usable, you can just cook with this instead of water. And then I added a few more cans of Progresso soup, some ranch style beans, and I think behind in the way in the back there's some ranch style with jalapenos, and then some cans of fruit, because I wanted to make an ambrosia, and I looked around and I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't restocked my fruit. So I did grab some of that so I can make that, especially if I got to be stuck in the house. I'm gonna need some ambrosia. And the cereal game is the same. So right now I'm going to be incorporating all of the stuff I picked up at Food Town into my current stockpile, and getting that stuff ready to go before I start my next stockpile journey. All right, if this video has helped you or been of interest to you, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. And everybody hit the notification button so you can see all the wonderful things that I'm going to be talking to you about. Take care now. So, you know, this is an edit to the closing of this video. I think I'm going to go ahead and take down the large containers of Tostitos and put them in the cabinet with the short ones. I just want to be able to stack 2 by 2, but that's going to open up some shelf for me to put more canned goods in there. So I'll get it switched up and let you know. Okay, y'all, so the large Tostitos cheese fit way in the back, and then I put I think I put the newest ones in the front, so I'm gonna have to do it again. But I did hide my cheese because people be clipping me for my cheese and I'm not having it. So I want to pull it out when I'm ready to pull it out, because I don't be wanting to go back to the store to look for it, and folks just be opening up cans of cheese just to eat a few dips out of it, and then stuff go to waste. So I'm not about the wasting life, so it is what it is. Don't tell anybody. And now we're going to fill in this hole. Okay, so I have finished incorporating the new canned goods into the stockpile. I don't think I'm going to be able to really get anything else up in here. But I just want to say one thing. You know, I said when my kids were young, I cooked every day. And for the most part, that's true. 99.9% of that is true. But when we when I didn't have time to cook, most of the time I ate at KFC or Boston Market or something like that. Someplace where we could get, or Luby's, where we could get meat and vegetables in their meal. Now, on days when I ordered pizzas, I would add my own vegetables on the side, corn, carrots, or whatever, so I can make sure that they get a balanced meal. That was real important to me. So I just wanted to share that little piece of info. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.